What's going on, everyone? This is Yosef here from A Father's Truth, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. Guys, I have something really cool to share. Most people don't realize this, but you could possibly be sitting on thousands of dollars with your lease. And what I mean by that is, most people, when they lease a car, they just return it. There's very few people who actually buy them out. But because of everything that's gone on with COVID and the supply chain shortage and all the craziness with the car market, you might actually be sitting on thousands of dollars that you're just going to give back to the dealer if you return your lease. Okay, so here's how it works in a little more detail. And this is so important to understand because we are at a time right now where this probably will never happen again in our lifetime. A few years ago, when you went to go lease a car or buy a car, it didn't matter what it was that you did with it. When you bought that car and drove it off the lot, it lost value. And most cars lost, 20, 30, 40% within the first 2 or 3 years. What happened was, with COVID, everything went crazy. There were no cars, there was a lot of demand, people were trying to buy things, and the prices for new and used cars both went through the roof. So now what's gone on is when you go back to your lease from a few years ago, the manufacturers could never have anticipated what the market would look like now. And what that means is they anticipated the car that you're driving to depreciate in a normal way. And since it hasn't, that means that now your used car could sell for a lot more money than they anticipated. And that difference is money that you could be putting back into your pocket. And so what makes it so unique is the market now is pretty much leveling off and starting to retreat a little bit. So you have about another year or so to really take advantage of this. I don't think the market is going to go fully back to the way it was before COVID, but it gives you at least a normal depreciation curve. And what's great about this is it still gives you time to take advantage of putting some money back into your pocket instead of giving it back to the dealer. Anybody who's leasing a new car now, it's going to be relatively adjusted to the market that we're in. And so, really anybody who's got a lease right now is kind of sitting in a really great situation. And anybody who's trying to get a new car now, they're not going to be able to tap into that. So this is why it's so important to take a look at the situation you're in now. If your car has equity, if it has money that you can bring out of it when you return your lease, or instead of returning it, buy it out and then sell it to the dealer. This is a really, really cool thing that you probably won't have the opportunity of tapping into any other time in life. So here's the thing. If you have a lease that's expiring, this is a really great opportunity for you to now check out and see if you've got some positive equity in your car. What I mean by that is, if you look on Auto Trader today and you put in all the details of your car and you see what your car is worth, and then you go back to your lease agreement and see what the buyout is, there could be a few $1,000s in there that you could profit off of and put into your pocket. So if you want to see if this is something you could take advantage of, go and take a look at your lease agreement tonight. Go on Auto Trader and take a look and see what the values are. You have to remember, when you buy out your car, you have to pay tax. So include the tax value in it wherever you are, and then you can go and see what's left. I have a friend of mine, they're going to return their lease of a Mazda CX-5. And I told them, instead of just handing it back to the dealer, go take a look. Turns out after we did all the calculations and they got bids from dealers on buying their car as a used car, they had about $3,000 or $4,000 that they'd be putting back into their pocket. So if you have the ability to go pay cash and buy out your car, you could bring home some extra dollars that can not only help you now, but you can reinvest into the next car that you're going to buy or whatever you want to do with it. It's free money. Why should you give it back to the dealer? You've already given them enough money when you bought your car. So think about that for a little bit. See if there's money that you've got in your vehicle right now that could be something that you can put back into your bank account. I hope this is really valuable and helpful. If you like it, please share it with other people that you know that you think could value from it. And I'll catch you guys next time.